Hey guys, how's it going? What's going on today? Um, Wanted to give you a little etude to be working with to get your hands in shape and maybe start you down the path of, neoclassical guitar or, lead guitar with kind of a shred quality to it. It's extremely popular and gets it kind of out of the pentatonic box when you're doing more, three note per string or, diatonic scales or modes. So, not that this has anything to really directly to do with that, but a lot of the notes in the scale come directly from a key or scale that is not pentatonic, and you'll be able to hear that, in, right off the whip. It's basically a classical piece, or you know, classically sounding. I guess that's the way you could put it. So, this is a piece that I basically came up with when I was young. I would sit there and, I was learning. I don't remember if it was 24 Caprices from Paganini or if it was, you know, Crossroads, Eugene's Trick Bags, also excerpts out of the same thing, Paganini. Um, you know, Basically that style. It's also kind of used by Randy Rhoads and that type of thing as far as the chord progression and the feel and the sound of this type of stuff. So right up my alley. So as a young kid, I developed an exercise to do to really help me get a handle on this stuff and to sound cool, and it really helped me build my chops, and I've been teaching it to my students ever since, probably going on close to 16 years now. So basically it's an easy chord progression and an easy etude to play. The variations and what you can do with it from there can get pretty complex, but when it comes down to it, this basic version is going to be pretty simple, and you don't have to go fast. You want to be accurate, not quick. So you want to build your speed over time with the metronome and that type of stuff, and really kind of drive slow and really work at your picking technique with a nice relaxed attack, no tension whatsoever, making sure that you're not playing with the stiff arm, but more of your wrist. And the other thing is, don't avoid using your pinky. I'm not saying you're gonna always be, have to use it and use proper technique. I mean, God, I am always holding the guitar like I'm holding a bat, But when it comes down to trying to shred or play really fast, you've got to kind of revert to that classical posture. So where your thumbs in the back, you're sort of holding the guitar like you've got a baseball in your hand. So when you close your hand on the neck, you can clearly see, I'm not resting on the bottom of the neck like a lot of guitar players do, and they can't really do much with their fingers because of that posture being wrong. And you don't want to be out here trying to, you know, bend your wrist where you're gonna break it to make any chords or any scale shapes. You should be able to do it with a simple posture, simple proper technique. So you line your thumb up in the back, kind of spread your hand out and just kind of close the door like that, and that's it. Your hands are basically in the perfect position to be playing one finger per fret type scales. So that's the technique I'd like you to try to employ when you're doing these type of licks or etudes. So very important. Um, don't be resting on the bottom of the neck and trying to place it in the first string. It's not gonna work. Or try to do anything on the sixth string. It's just ridiculous. So there are some you know reasons you might want to be doing some thumb over the top type techniques, and we'll get there when we get there. But for this specific type of technique, yeah, you're gonna need your thumb in the back, you know. So let's get on to the actual etude. You know, you go through the technique stuff, you know, so you understand that hopefully, and now let's just kind of walk through it. So, like I said, this is in the key of A minor, basically employing all three of the minor scales, meaning like, you know, the biggies, you know, natural minor, melodic minor, harmonic minor. You know, they're all in here in their own little way. So, pieces of them. So, let's just kind of run through it, play it, and then you guys can see what I want you to do with it from there. So, here we go. Pretty melodic. I like it, you know? So, yeah, so what I'm going to tab out for you guys and have in the lesson and on my social media outlets is basically, you know, you got the main theme there, but I want to add the intro in there as well. So the intro would be. So we got the intro with the main theme. So great exercise for your left hand, syncing up your right hand, alternate picking, one pick per note, you know, all that stuff. Very good for entry level shred and neoclassical type stuff. So what we do then is use the old octave trick. We're going to move to the lower octave here on the fourth string. Play it there. So we would do the whole thing. It's the same fingers, the same distances, everything. Now let's have all the versions of this. So start the same way with the intro. So that's the second step. But why stop there when you can go further, right? So you got this A. If you know how the octaves work, you know, you're going to go back 2 frets and skip a string, and there's your next root note, or in this case, the note A. So again, one more time, it would do it. This is the hardest string sets to do it on because they're so thick. And, you know, I'm really going to give your fingers a workout on this one. So, there you go. And that's pretty much it. So, like I said, I will tab this out, and this is just the first of a couple of different lessons I'm going to do on this. So, learn these perfectly, play them verbatim, and I'll go over all the variations and all the complex stuff I want you to do with it afterwards. Okay? Thanks. All right. Peace.